Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Haley. I'm a cashless budgeter and caregiver who's working in a relationship with finances as well as working towards financial freedom. If that's something you're interested in watching, please like, comment, subscribe down below, and let's get into the video. Hey guys, so sorry about any background noise that you guys hear. It's currently about to storm again outside, and air conditioning unit is going and fans are going, and it's just a lot of background noise. So apologize in advance for that. I was actually going to set up this binder and then do my budget with me for my full-time check of June. But I actually decided I'm going to put this in a different video, probably at the end of the month, since it'll be more relevant then. So I'm just going to move that for right now and just go through my budget with you guys. I am really kind of baffled, actually. Been running around doing a lot of errands and stuff and trying to beat the storm, which apparently I did, so high five for that. But in doing so, I am a little bit flustered and rushed for this video. So if you guys can't see anything that I'm doing, I am so sorry. Let me double check. No, you guys can see it good. Alright, cool. So we're gonna be budgeting my first check of June. Full time. I did have some other expenses I'll write down here in a minute. And I probably won't cash stuff my mandatory and long-term sinking funds on here in this video. Actually, by the time you guys are seeing this video, I might have already done so. I don't know. If I do, I'll attach it at the end. If not, then I'll just stuff off camera. Alright, actually let me know down in the comments below if you prefer that I stuff on camera versus on camera. Some people like watching cash stuffings, like actual cash stuffings, some people don't. So let me know, because I don't think I've cashed stuff on camera for like the past 2 or 3 videos I've had. And if you guys want to see that, then I don't want to not do it because you guys want to see it. That all made sense. So, first check. We brought in a net of $1,009.28. Let's see here. This was actually due to my impulse intervention post. I had a total of $25 to allocate, and there was a tie when I checked in making this video. It was a tie between medical copays and my student loans for the $25. So what I decided to do was take $15 and add it to what I was going to put into for my student loans, and the other $10, well, really it was $9, but I added $10 to go into my health and medical sinking fund challenge. So that's why this number here budgeted is a little bit higher, because I added the $15 from my impulse intervention. But honestly, being that I was able to swing it from my first check, I might just keep that $250 going forward to round my full-time student loan payments to $750. I'll see, but I'll probably keep it. I mean, I like it, and I honestly like that it's a multiple of 5 and even number, so yeah, I might honestly keep this payment as $250. But regardless, it was $250 from this check. $500 would be from my next check, but a total of $750 will go towards my student loans for the month of June. Alright, bills is where it somewhat differs. I have my $190 for tithes for the month, but being that this was about $5 over what I actually budgeted for, a total of $195 from this check went to tithes. Household stayed the same. $320, my first personal bill from my check came out as expected. Insurance is for my second check, so I don't budget for that this time. However, I did have some additional bills, and in my last budget with me, I actually forgot to keep one of my insurance payments in my account. I had enough in my buffer to cover it, but I had to take money from this check to basically pay that back, on top of budgeting for another line item that I just had it in my mind but skipped it when I wrote it down and realized that I didn't miss a payment, thank God. No payments were missed, but I just missed it in my budget line item, so when I did the math, my math was off. So I just decided to add it here, and that in total was $66. So I think I'll just put a note here and just call them missed line items, because that's really what they were. So instead of trying to squeeze into my last check, I just took it from my buffer and paid my buffer back. Alright, all my variable payments will be summed up at the end of this month. However, I am going to reassess these at the end of this month, because that's technically the end of the quarter. Whether or not I want to keep them. Thus far, they're working out just fine. I think I'm going to keep them as is, but just a heads up, this could change at the end of this month. I don't know. Impulsive intervention, I will total this monthly, but as of right now, it is still, I'll just use a pencil. As of right now, it's sitting at $25 for the month. Alright, so going into sinking funds and savings. Excuse y'all, I had the hiccups. Sinking funds and savings. I had $30 budgeted for both car and my short-term sinking funds. I decreased that a bit, mostly because I had to go and buy stuff for my dog, so food, treats, shampoo, and whatnot. So his sinking fund got depleted, and I decided to basically replace the bulk of it with this check. So I actually had $55 go into my short-term sinking funds and $15 go into car. However, 40 of this went into my dog sinking fund, and I will basically figure out how I want to disperse the rest throughout that binder. So technically both $15 went into both short-term and car. Just my dog, as expected, got the bulk of it. I swear, it's for a dog that doesn't have a job. He sure as heck knows how to take a check. That is for sure. Alright, so medical or my care credit fund, again, got the $10 from, well, the other $10 from the impulse intervention for the month, on top of the money that I was going to put in here anyway. So if you guys are curious, my medical sinking fund and my health medical challenges are on the same bucket as far as my high yield savings account is concerned. So I originally had $9 to just go into medical challenges, but with the impulse intervention, I put $10 into my medical sinking fund actively, but I didn't want to send $19 to my health medical fund, so I added $1 to make myself feel better. So a total of $20 went to my medical sinking fund. It was just split to where, in this case, I had, that's supposed to be a 1, but anyway, I had $11 go into my actual fund itself, and then $9 go into my challenge. Alright, and insurance, this is home insurance, gets paid every year. Next payment's not until October, but I'm saving up for that, but that'll be in my second check, or from my second check. Same with the home binder, in general, is my second check. Intentional spending, I put any rollover after I've done all this math, any rollover in the change from my check. So my intentional spending received $53.28, basically as a catch-all, or I keep it as a catch-all. Emergency fund did not get anything from this check this time, and neither did any of my future home fund. Alright. And as I was explaining up here, paying back my buffer, I did have a missed line item, and I also paid for more prescription drops. I did have my post-op checkup for my eyes after my surgery. Any laser scars that were left are healing just fine. However, my pressure did not go down as far as they would like it to. So now it's more so if we're going to see how the surgery with the drops, how that works and if it does anything. And I have another appointment probably in I think about 2 months or so, to double check unless, have an emergency or if there's severe pain, and of course it can go back. But gonna see if these drops help with the surgery, praying that they do, so I don't have to keep going back, nor do I have to redo the surgery entirely. That's the goal, is not to do that. So yeah, that is basically my mini update. Again, my flower binder I was going to put into this video, but I decided I'd probably put it at the end of the month so that it'll make more sense after the month of June is said and done. So yeah, just know that binder is making a comeback. And I thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a beach emoji down in the comment section below. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a blessed evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye guys.